That's some good coffee right there. Bit of oat milk and that. Moving like a vegan. Nah, I'm playing. Anyways, my people, your boy is back in full effect. Nah, I'm saying. I tried to make this video earlier on this morning. Boy, the energy levels weren't there. One thing I realized about energy, once you got it, you gotta ride that shit till the wheels fall off, baby. But yeah, man, like, there's not much of an update, but obviously, you know already, I'm trying to, you know, pump out as much videos as I can. But so far, like, since we've increased the budget on Google, right? Not gonna lie, like, the conversions have like dropped. You would have thought increase the ad spend, increase the CPC, and you'll get more sales, right? However, it's not like, yes, it's spending more, but they actually, it's almost like Google's now looking for like low intent buyers, right? I don't know why, but like, yeah, like, again as well, obviously I was trying to ask Claude, and then he told me, "Ra, go check to see where you are with the learning stage." And it says I got 2-3 days left of the learning stage on Google. So maybe that's just how it works. Maybe I got to go through the learning phase before it starts to like stabilize, isn't it? I've heard in the past from YouTube videos back in the day, people used to say it takes a little while to stabilize. And Google's not like Facebook, like it takes a bit of time, innit? Like you can't rush it like Facebook, supposedly. I don't bloody know. All I know is I increased the budget, and since then my CPA has gone up to like I think the CPA before was like £8 to £11 and went up to like £20-21, right? So you know what I'm saying, almost doubled our CPA, right? So it's not great. Even if we're making sales, like no point making sales and like having thin margins, right? Especially when you're a stock-based brand, bro. You see, if you're drop shipping, you've got unlimited stock, you're like, you know what, someday. But right, when you're a stock-based brand, you're kind of dependent on each product to get sold at a good, decent margin, so you can like reinvest, right? So that's another thing you gotta bear in mind. I do miss drop shipping though, people. Like, I know I've said this on my channel, but eventually we're gonna push that drop shipping button again. Sometimes Google Maps just takes me around the maddest places. You ever get that when your maps just starts taking you around circles for no reason? Don't listen to your sat nav. Sometimes it doesn't know what it's doing. Anyways, I've just went from one subject to another. But yeah, like, that's what's happening. So remember the other day we had 8 sales. Then the day after we had 0 sales. Day after, I think yesterday, we had 2 sales. Do you know what I mean? But even on the Google was like 1 sale. 1 on Google, 1 on Facebook. Do you get it? So it's like, you can see there's no stability at all. And obviously Facebook I know, because Facebook it's coming up to a week where we're tested. It's not even been a week. It's been 4 days, 5 days since we've tested ads, right? So I haven't even left it for a 7-day window. So that is fine. I'm expected, you know, things to go up and down, right? You know, I'm not gonna make any decisions till those 7 days, right? After the 7 days, we can, you know, I'll look at the data in a whole and be like, okay, you know, maybe we need to turn this off, reiterate maybe the hook, maybe change something and go again, right? You know what I'm saying? Like maybe to increase the CTR, because yeah, like so far the metrics ain't the best, I'll be real. But again, it's only 5 days. You know, I know people online you know, you'll get some people that be like, kill it after a day or two, kill your ads after a day or two if you're not seeing any profit or sales. It's like, bruv, like, things take time, bruv. Like, Facebook's smart, but it's like, it's not gonna be able straight away be able to know who your customer is to the T, or what ad is the best within, let's say, £100, £200 spend, right? Let's be real, like, things are gonna take time, innit? Like, that's just the reality. So, like, having that kind of attitude, you know what I'm saying, and realizing, you know, things gotta test, things gotta learn. Bro, what the hell did that guy do, bro? He literally ran the red light and went into the yellow junction. Yo, really trying to get you a ticket, man. But yeah, man, that's it. Just gonna have to keep this I gotta wait, innit? I gotta wait to the end of the week to really know what's going on. But yeah, man. But you know what? I guess this is it, innit? It's like pushing through the comfort of being profitable to then kind of go into the learning phase and start to test things where you're losing money. But the best thing about all of that is once you come out of the learning phase, you grow, you learn through your data, and then all those losses end up giving you a return because you spend a bit of money up front, you lose money, you lose profit, but then overall that money is not lost, right? It's gonna buy us data, we're gonna be able to find out what works, what doesn't work, and eventually, you know, we're gonna spend a certain amount of money to acquire the right data to get that new ad that will then obviously pay us back, right? So that's the kind of way I'm looking at it. It's like you've decided to break out of the comfort zone of just being happy with 1 or 2 days of sale, and now you're trying to get me put your money where your mouth is and start testing new things to get work, right? Because at the end of the day, in e-commerce, bruv, it's all about digital assets, innit? Your ads are your digital assets, innit? That's literally it. That is it. Those are your assets. Those are your money makers, are your ads. But you're not just gonna make one ad and it's just gonna slap all the time, right? That's not the reality. You're gonna go through a few bad eggs, innit? You're gonna test a few bad ads to get that right one, innit? So that's part of the game, innit? So that's where we are now, innit? First week of testing only one batch of 5 ads. It's only one batch. People are testing 2-3 batches a week, mate. Do you get it? So you know what I'm saying? Just showing that to put things in perspective. That's where we at, people. So anyways, I know I've been rambling on, but that's pretty much it. Let's see what happens at the end of the week. Oh yeah, as well, before I end it, past 2 days I was a bit frustrated because if you don't know, I joined a new community called Ecom Talent, and they've got modules, they've got action steps you got to do. So I've got to make 2 VSLs. I set my goal to make 1 VSL by the end of this week, right? So I've been doing increments of 30 seconds. I've been putting 2-3 hours a day to do 30 seconds per VSL, right? I know you're thinking, what? 3 hours, 2 hours for just 30 seconds, but it's kind of long, man, trying to gather up all the raw footage and the B-roll from YouTube, Instagram, TikTok that goes within the story of the script, right? So that itself is super tedious, man. Anyway, to say all of that, I end up doing all of that, and then I don't know what happened with my CapCut. I did something wrong, I dragged something, I moved something, and I completely erased something, and I couldn't figure out how to get it all back together. And then CapCut for some reason didn't save it. And then, bro, I didn't lose everything. I've got all the raw footage for the B-rolls and that. But it was structured. It was all in it was all kind of in place. And then things just got messy, moved around, and then I lost everything. I don't know if I'm making sense. But that was annoying because it's brother, I had to start basically, not from scratch, but I had to kind of put all the pieces back together again. You get it? Humpty Dumpty, bruv. And I was oh, sugar, man. So that was a bit annoying because I was, before that went all wrong in that, what was that? I think I was at 2 minutes. So I only had about 1.5 minutes left till I finished my VSL. So yeah, that was annoying. But I did a minute yesterday, so yeah, man. Hopefully today I push through for 2 minutes. And then, yeah, man, I'm planning I've got to go to London this weekend as well. So when I get to London this weekend, I'm not gonna be doing anything, but I'm just gonna be present. You get it? I'm gonna be with my family the whole way. I'll be real. I ain't seen my family in months. I'm not thinking about work, nothing. I just want to be with my family. You get it? So yeah, man, I would like to hit my goals by the end of this week, but we'll see. I'll give you lot like an update video on Friday, innit? With how things are going, innit? But anyways, people, peace and love. I hope you lot had a good week so far. I'm sorry, I know this video's been kind of all over the place, but you know me, man. But yeah, man, I'll catch you in the next one.